Hello, everybody. Once again, welcome back with another session with another basketball player, that is Raspreet Sidhu, the former Indian captain and silver medalist in 3-on-3 Asian Championship, which was held in Vietnam. She has been one of the most successful basketball player in the country. Now, guys, when it comes about SBA, it's known for basketball, but during these tough times when we are not allowed to go out and play, all the sports events being cancelled, it's heartbreaking for the players. That's why we are organizing all these interactive sessions with the best basketball players across the country so that the players get an opportunity to learn something from their experiences and they can ask questions as well. So, before Raspreet joins us, I would like to take some time out and thank to all the active SBA members who has been helping us throughout this whole camp to organize these live sessions. I would like to thank to Samiran sir, Sangeeta ma'am, Divakar, Chandan, Swaranjali, Mohit sir, Satraj sir, everybody. So, since Raspreet is here we go. Hello, Raspreet. How are you?
Hi, I'm well. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. It's an honor that you are with us, and we are going to have a session with you.
Thank you for having me. I'm really
Raspreet, your video is not clear.
You'll have to just give it a little time, I think. Is it clear
Yeah,
now?
maybe. Somehow I can see you.
Okay.
Okay.
Should
All
I
right.
join
Let's.
again?
Yeah. Let's try one more time. You go offline and you can join again. Maybe
Okay.
it works. There was technical issues. Her video was not clear, so I asked her to join again. Okay, here she is. Yeah, now it's better.
Better?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
So, Raspreet, very warm welcome to you.
Thank
And
you so much.
I'd like
Thank you
to,
so much.
and I would really appreciate that you have spare your time for us. And I believe that those who are listening to you and those who are watching this live session, they will get something to learn out of it. All right. So,
I'm
Raspreet,
hopeful
before
too.
going ahead,
Yes.
yeah. So before we go ahead, I'll just connect you to the secretary of our association who has conducted this session. All right.
Okay.
So Samir sir, please come.
Hello Raspreet,
Hi. Hi. How are you?
I'm fine. I am very grateful. आप मैं बहुत खुश हूँ कि आपने हमारा सेशन को ज्वाइन किया, हमारे को टाइम दिया, हमारा इनविटेशन को एक्सेप्ट किया. मैं बहुत थैंक यू हूँ. आपको आप कैसे फील कर रहे हैं अभी इस पेंडेमिक इस सिचुएशन में? क्या आपको कैसे सफर कर रहे हैं आप अभी?
देखिए ये ऐसी सिचुएशन है जो जब मुझे पॉजिटिविटी चाहिए होती है तो हम बस यही सोचते हैं कि सिर्फ हमारे साथ या हमारे देश के साथ नहीं, ये पूरे विश्व में हो रहा है. सो रियली देयर इज नथिंग एनी वन ऑफ अस कैन डू अबाउट इट बट जस्ट बी होपफुल एंड पॉजिटिव एंड कीप प्रेइंग फॉर इट टू एंड एज सून एज पॉसिबल. तो मैं पॉजिटिविटी में बहुत ज्यादा बिलीव करती हूँ. तो इट्स जस्ट a hope and it's just a request to all the viewers and everyone to keep praying and keep being hopeful that we come out of it stronger than before.
थैंक यू वेरी मच। मैं आपसे यही भी आशा रखता हूँ कि आप कभी भी सिलीगुड़ी आए या दार्जिलिंग तरफ आए, हमारे बॉलर्स के साथ थोड़ा समय बिताएं। मैं
आप
इसमें बहुत,
बुलाइए,
इसके
मैं
भी बहुत
जरूर
आभारी
आऊंगी।
हूँ।
आप मैंने
ओके।
अपने इंस्टा लाइव उस पे भी लिखा था कि मेरा एक स्पेशल कनेक्शन है नॉर्थ ईस्ट इंडिया से, बिकॉज
अच्छा।
मेरा सबसे पहला कोचिंग असाइनमेंट जबकि मैं खेल रही
अच्छा।
थी, आई वाज जस्ट 18 इयर्स ओल्ड,
हाँ
था
हाँ।
असम वैली स्कूल में। आपने अगर सुना
यस
होगा
यस।
असम वैली के बारे
हाँ
में,
हाँ,
सो दैट
संबली
वाज
नाम
द
सुना,
फर्स्ट,
नाम सुना।
यस, सो दैट वाज माय फर्स्ट कोचिंग असाइनमेंट। मैं स्टीफेंस में पढ़ रही थी, एंड दैट इज व्हाई आई एम ग्रेटफुल दैट यू ऑल इनवाइटेड मी फॉर द सेशन। एंड अगर हम इस सेशन से मोटिवेट और इंस्पायर कर पाए यंगर जनरेशन को और एनीवन हु इज व्यूइंग दिस, दैट विल बी आवर विन।
ठीक है, तो हम लोगों का जैसे ही ये सिचुएशन खत्म होता है, हम लोगों का जब प्रोग्राम शुरू होगा, इवेंट शुरू होंगे, मैं आपको, आपसे आशा रखूंगा, आप, हम लोग अरेंज करेंगे, आप हम लोग को थोड़ा समय
Definitely,
दीजिएगा।
definitely. मैं बहुत, I'll be grateful and I'll be more than happy to come and be a part of any event which you guys will organize.
तो आपका आगे सेशन, आगे जो बात कर रहे थे, हमारा जो ब्राइट मेंबर है, हमारे कोच भी हैं, मिस्टर रवि पोद्दार, जो
Okay.
आगे का सेशन आपसे बातचीत करेंगे। है, और मैं आशा रखता हूं कि हमारे बॉलर्स आपसे कुछ सीखेंगे, कुछ इंस्पिरेशन लेके वो घर में भी अपना प्रैक्टिस करेंगे।
जी, जरूर। Thank you.
थैंक
धन्यवाद।
थैंक थैंक यू वेरी मच।
I'll be more than happy to, teach you all shooting tricks because that is something which is very close to me. So,
Yeah,
yes.
I'll come to that question. I'll
I
come to
was
that
just
question because
entertaining the people who are messaging and I thought you, yes.
oh, nice of you. So yeah, people have been talking about your shooting. So we are going to have a proper, discussion about your shooting skills. All right.
Sure. I'm
So
excited.
yeah. So before moving further, first of all, we would like to know that how Raspreet Sidhu started playing basketball, how she entered this basketball court.
So this was nearly 2 decades back. 20 साल पहले की बात है when I was
Mm-hmm.
introduced to this beautiful sport. And मैं बहुत athletic kid थी अपने स्कूल में, और आपको पता है अगर आप कोई भी CBSE या any other school, if you're one of the most athletic kids, you're the favorite of your coaches and your PE teachers, right? So
Absolutely.
I was one of the top at their list. So one fine day, basketball sessions had to start, and I was invited by one of my teachers that please come tomorrow. We've got an ace coach coming to train you all, and that was the day. And today is the day. There was no looking back.
Okay. Nice to know that. So, Raspreet, one of the most crucial moment which comes in a sports person's life is the debut. All right. Now, talking about your international debut, it took place in 2004 in Asian Games, Shenzhen, China.
Yes.
So, if you can share your experiences with us.
It's you talk about the debut and I get goosebumps. वैसे भी मैं बहुत emotional sort of person हूँ. I am very big on emotions.
इसीलिए that's why
I've
I wanted you to have goosebumps. That's why I got you this
Yeah,
question.
that's a very
And
smart
there was
question you
goosebumps.
asked.
Always, I'm smart.
So, I was मैं 10th, मैं 9th standard में थी जब हम senior nationals खेलने गए थे लुधियाना. So there's a special
Mhm.
bond with every place where I've gone to even to play. So वहां से under 18 टीम के लिए मैं खेलने गई थी. Sorry, not senior nationals, under 18 junior championship खेलने गई थी. और वहां पे इन्होंने 48 selection committee had to select 48 probables for the upcoming ABC which was in Shenzhen, जैसे कि आपने बताया. So
Mhm.
6 months before the tournament, before this international tournament, the under 18 nationals were held in Ludhiana. वहां से मेरा journey शुरू हुआ of being in the national camp. And I
Right.
was I was the youngest amongst, there were 2-3 other players of my batch, but मैं सबसे छोटी थी out of those 48-50 girls who had joined the camp. एंड कैंप आफ्टर
अच्छा.
कैंप आफ्टर कैंप हमारा शॉर्टलिस्ट होती रहती है टीम्स, यू नो, सो 48 से इट कम्स डाउन टू 30, 30 से इट गोज डाउन टू 20, and then the final camp was there in Indore. I remember Cuttack. We had 4 months of camp there, and our selection actually started on a Saturday at 10:30 p.m. because of some reason the selection committee got so late to reach Cuttack, and kuch problem हुई थी, I remember very clearly. And you know, my heart was just about to come out of my body, I feel. जब तक कि वो announce कर रहे थे, there was one name, second name, third name. Mine was the seventh name
Fingers
to be
crossed.
announced.
Fingers crossed.
So, everything was crossed, you know, not just fingers. So, and I remember, you know, इतनी छोटी बारीकी से मुझे याद है कि 7वें position पे my name was announced on the 7th spot, and I was, you know, outside say I was really calm and
Composed.
do. So that is how the experience was when I was first selected for the Indian team, because that was like a dream come true. I had lived that moment for good
Absolutely.
3 years, 2 years. And when that dream comes true, you know, I can't even express in mere words the feeling which you get when you're living your dream.
Probably we can just assume.
Yeah, so I hope I'm doing justice
Right.
to, you know, making you go through the same journey which I have gone through till now, and the experience which I had while my name was announced for the very first time to play for our beautiful nation.
That's awesome. Raspreet, you have played so many tournaments, and among them, Asian Championship has been one of the, one of the greatest tournaments so far. But I would like to talk about 3-on-3 Asian Games, in fact, Asian Indoor Games, which took place in Vietnam, wherein you were awarded silver medal, along with Gitu, Prashanti, and I
Anita.
forgot one more player, Anita. Yeah.
Anita.
So how was that experience? Anita, yes.
You know, I like to all आपको समझ आ जाएगा even viewers को, and as someone who's seen me, I like to just talk about the details, and I like to talk about a little bit of the past as to how I reached where I reached there, right? So I remember 2009 में, आपको भी याद होगा, आपको भी पता होगा, 2009 में इंडिया में चेन्नई में एशियन बास्केटबॉल चैंपियनशिप होस्ट हुई थी. So वो 2009 की बात है, जब शीबा मैगन से लेके a lot of other players were also part of the team. And I remember one in this tournament, in the second game, I think Shivadi got injured or she was seriously unwell. So I was given the opportunity to replace her in the starting five. And, you know, we always looked up to her, and she gave me all her best wishes that, you know, you're going to be there and this is your responsibility. I was just so amazed and so happy for the opportunity. That entire tournament, I remember, वो second game था, and the whole tournament we of course couldn't win any level A, division A matches, but we retained our level B, जो हमने मलेशिया से नीचे खेल के हमें वो जीतने, वो do or die वाला situation वाला game था, that I remember went really well for all of us. That was the tournament where 4 of the players were selected for 3-on-3, जिसकी आपने बात की है, 2009 एशियन इंडोर गेम्स. और वो हिस्ट्री में पहली बार था कि इंडियन वुमेन्स टीम 3-on-3 चैंपियनशिप खेलने जा रही है. दैट वाज द फर्स्ट टाइम एवर वी वर गोइंग. सो दैट वाज अ न्यू फॉर्मेट फॉर अस, लाइक टू अ लॉट ऑफ अदर कंट्रीज, बिकॉज 3-on-3 2009 में पिकअप कर ही रहा था. इट वाजंट एज फेमस एज इट इज राइट नाउ. I remember playing the final, you know, we were 1 point away from the gold medal.
Okay.
And we ended up with a silver. So उस time पे the rules was the team which reaches 21 points first, या जो 10 मिनट में ज्यादा स्कोर करेगी वो टीम जीतती थी. It wasn't like today.
अभी भी यही रूल है.
A little bit different. Yeah,
अच्छा,
so
change हो
21 points or whoever scores, नहीं, same है, 21 points or whoever scores
Right.
more in 10 minutes. So I remember we were 20 and the other team was 17. They got to 21,
Okay.
we were still 20, and we just slipped. The gold medal just slipped from our hands like there's no tomorrow. So I can't express, it was, we weren't really, we were so close to the medal, but yet so far. Although it was the first ever podium finish, silver medal भी Indian basketball में सबसे पहली बार आया था. So in itself, it was a great achievement. But now human beings, we are too greedy, and especially every player practices to get that gold medal. No matter what, every athlete who's playing for India, irrespective of whatever game, they just want to see their national anthem playing. They just want to see their flag going high. And that only happens if you win gold. So
And
that was the start.
especially women love gold, right?
Yeah. Okay, you can put it that way too. But yeah, we did love, we really was hopeful to get gold. But this is what sports is all about. It
Right.
teaches you so many things. I don't think I would have been the same person if we would have won gold in that tournament. Because I took that loss, I took that failure of ours to such a big extent and too hard that that loss taught us a great deal more than what a
Mm-hmm.
win could have taught us. That's what I feel. And I remember 2 years,
Okay.
and I then we had to play another 3-on-3 tournament in 2011. This was a South Asian Beach Games, wasn't Asian Games, which was in
Beach
Sri
games,
Lanka,
yeah.
Hambantota. I was
Hampton, yeah.
fortunately Hambantota, yeah. So that was where
Hammond.
that was in Sri Lanka, and I was fortunate enough to be the captain of the team. Because we have a rotation system. I was still the youngest in the team. It was the same group which went from 2009 to 2011. I think BFI really wanted us to live the redemption properly,
Right, right.
So and there we won the gold. And I remember that was the day when I was at peace after 2 years of just thinking
Okay.
about it, of just working towards it, of just understanding how important it is to finish something till the last second, no matter what. So that is how that journey of getting medals for the country began. It was in 2009, and hopefully we
Right.
will continue to get more of medals in future.
Hope so. You said you were fortunate that you were not the captain of the team at
I
that time.
was the captain. I was the
Okay.
captain in 2011.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. So when you were awarded with the captaincy, was there any kind of pressure? Were you prepared for that added responsibility? How was the experience and how was the feelings at that time?
So, like I touched upon it, in Indian basketball, even today, what we do is we always have captaincy on the rotation basis, which is we give opportunity
Okay.
even to the youngsters and even to the junior players who are playing for the nation to live that sport, to be responsible, to feel the responsibility, and to take the load of the team on their shoulders. Because that in itself teaches a great deal of leadership, not just in sports, but in life. So I was also, although I was the youngest, but I was given an opportunity because it was my turn in line to now become the captain. So I was given that responsibility. Of course, I was thrilled, I was excited, but I also knew that there is going to be a added on load which I will have to carry on my shoulders, which surprisingly I
Okay.
was very happy to do. And of course, with the support of such seniors who I had played with for good 4 5 years now, so our chemistry, etc., wasn't a problem at all. So that was sort of, they helped me live up to my responsibilities. So yeah.
Okay. All right. That's good to know that. Now, Raspreet, in basketball, there are two formats as of now. One is 3-on-3, which has been grabbing a lot of attention
Right.
nowadays. And the second one is 5-on-5, which one is the traditional one. All right.
Right.
So, what is your take personally? Like, which one you enjoy the most? What are the advantages and disadvantages of both these formats?
So, it's a very difficult question for me. I feel that I've put in a very difficult spot when asked that which uh, format do you enjoy more. I think it's the same for both 5-on-5 and 3-on-3. Really. In my personal experience, as to I love playing both the formats because in the end, it's playing basketball and in the end, it's playing for India. But just now going upon, advantages and disadvantages, I really feel 3-on-3 has got the level of playing field for all the countries to a balanced position, where
Okay.
even the supposed underdogs teams can also beat Australia, can also beat New Zealand, can also beat all these big shots if given a chance. Because 3-on-3 is such a uh, intense format, and it is such a shooting oriented format, because three pointers gives you 2 points, and a layup or a drive in or anything in between from within the arc will give you 1 point. So it's a big on shooters, but also you need to be way more skillful in 3-on-3, because the time is just 12 seconds. 12 seconds just
Very
starts and
limited.
gets over, and you don't even get to know, right? So 3-on-3,
Absolutely.
I just feel that 3-on-3 has given an opportunity to all the countries, like our country as well, to have the podium finishes, to feel equal, to give any team, whoever is coming in front of you, a very good competition, to compete at a higher level as compared to 5-on-5.
Okay. So now a question comes which everyone has been waiting. Okay. Now we are going to talk about your shooting. You have been
Okay.
an extraordinary three point shooter. All right. And
I normally
if I'm not
convert
wrong,
I normally convert from inside also, don't worry. 3 pointer के अंदर से भी मारती हूँ मैं.
हाँ वो तो है ही,
I'm just,
लेकिन थ्री पॉइंटर लोग बहुत ज्यादा ही बात करते हैं, ठीक है,
yeah.
बिकॉज व्हेन वी वर ऑर्गेनाइजिंग
Because
दिस इंटरेक्शन, या तो फिर थ्री पॉइंटर के बारे में बहुत ज्यादा ही बातें हो रही थी, बिकॉज आपका जो वीडियो है वो फीबा ने जो
क्योंकि
इशू
सारे
किया हुआ है
मिक्स
उसमें
टेप्स
आपका
में
थ्री
सबको
पॉइंटर
3 पॉइंटर अच्छे लगते हैं, तो वो सारे 3 पॉइंटर्स ही हाईलाइट होते हैं.
outstanding. It was completely outstanding. Okay,
Thank you so
so I
much.
can
Thank
say
you so
that,
much.
yeah, not only me, it's like everybody is saying kya three pointer marti hai. And especially I want to mention name. There is a girl in our association, her name is Swaranjali. Okay,
Okay.
she was thrilled. Okay, she especially told me that this question needs to be included. I want the answer of this question. Okay, so
That
my
is so
question
true.
is,
Yes.
let me come back to my question. You have been an extraordinary three pointer, all right, and three-point shooting has been one of your lethal weapon whenever you counter your opponent. So
Wow.
what you do to improve shooting, and how do you improve, what you do, what kind of drills? And I'm just going to sit back and listen. Now you have to explain everything about shooting, all right?
So, sure. One thing is, again, going to the basics. Shooting is a lot of confidence.
Right.
Shooting is pure confidence that you have the ability. Normally, I remember a lot of quotes from my coaches. So one of my coaches who was from USP and got it, he always said, basketball hates nervous hands. A
Okay.
shooter's hands can never be nervous, firstly. So it is a lot to do with confidence. But that's the
Right.
mental part of shooting. That is the
Right.
mental part of shooting. Now coming to the physical part, which is repetition and consistency. I remember shooting between 3,000 balls to 4,000 balls every day without fail, attempts every day. It took me 3 hours. At times it took me 2 hours 45 minutes. At times it took me 2 hours 30 minutes if it was a very good and exciting rebounder to give me the balls. Or at times I didn't even have a rebounder, right? I remember placing 5 balls on 5 spots on the half court and 5 balls on the other half court. So in order to get 10 shots, 10 attempts, I used to start from this. I'm assuming we are all basketballers here, so my vocabulary and everything will be understood. So I used to
Right.
start from the zero, taking those 5 shots, run to the other end, taking those other 5 shots, get done with 10 shots in a row. That was when I was alone with 10 basketballs on one basketball court, and do this some 25 to 30 times without fail. Shoot, finish 10 shots, come back, they get your rebounds, keep the balls back. So there's not, of course, it is always better to have a partner who can give rebound and you can do the same to him. But it is only repetition. Trust me, to all the aspiring ballers or all the coaches who are seeing this video, you know, the more you practice game like shots, The more you, because in the game, your heartbeat is never, low. It's always on a rise. So you're sprinting and you're expected to take the ball, you're expected to shoot. This is how your practice should look like. Practicing shooting with
Right.
standing on one spot and just shooting the ball when your heartbeat is normal, you're normal, there's no pressure, it will do you speed as you do in a game. And then shoot 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 balls every day. That is when you will convert 50 to 60%. And that is a great number. That is a great percentage for shooter to achieve. Anything above 40%, 45%, for even in the NBA, you can pick up anyone's stats and see, even Steph Curry. 60%, 65% is a dream for a shooter to achieve. So just to
Right.
convert those, it is very easy to see those 3-pointers in the videos and to see people taking the ball, then just converting three in that pressure situation, all of that. It looks easy, but trust me, shooting is not a cakewalk. It requires numbers, it requires dedication, it requires shooting the ball again and again so that it fits into your system. That from this way, so that is how the eye-hand coordination or everything works. And one thing which I would also like to put on the table here, and this is the question which I'm answering for the first time, so I'm very excited to answer the question, is what my
And we are
coach,
glad about that.
so what my coach, Mr. VP Nirla, had told me, and he had worked for 1 good year on my shooting action. If your
Okay.
shooting action
Okay.
is right, and if your spin of the ball, which should be a backward spin and not an anti-spin, your index finger has to be the last finger releasing the ball, and you will get that backward spin. I worked on my action for 1 year. And if your action is right, if your spin is right, the probability of shooting increases by 30%.
Okay.
It's that big a difference. That is why my coach has always emphasized in my school team, I remember, not the Delhi team, because again, Delhi team was a combination of a lot of players from different schools and different colleges. But my school team, I can say this with pride that all of us had the same action, no matter what. Everyone had the same backward spin. So it was not just me, it was our coach's effort who ensured and who took a vow that I am not going to let any player be with a bad shooting action. Because he himself was an India player, he himself was a veteran, and he knew the importance of how. So he's taken out some good 3 women players who's played for the country, and I'm still maintaining to play for the country. So yeah, I think I've covered all your questions on shooting. It is no rocket science, but it is definitely hard work. It is definitely consistency. It is definitely shooting at least 2,000 balls in order to score those 4 or 5, or if you get really hot-handed, to score those 7, 8 3-pointers in 140 minutes game. This is years of shooting, years of practice coming together in that 140-minute game for you to be able to score for your nation, or for your team, or for your school team, or for your district, or for whichever team you're playing for.
Okay.
I hope I've done justice to your question and covered
Absolutely.
almost everything
Absolutely.
of how you can
In
become a
fact,
good shooter.
I would like to say that after this answer, actually, I'm also a basketball coach. I'm a coach in a school, right?
Right.
And I don't think that those who are watching this video, we need to teach them shooting anymore, because we are done with shooting. Okay,
Trust
and
me, you need
whenever
to. Because shooting action
no,
really
because
takes a lot of time, and kids too. They take a lot of time to get. And a coach requires so much patience. I remember,
right.
just let me get back to it. I remember my coach
Okay,
used to even
sure.
call me in PE periods where I was not supposed to play any other sport, and neither did I enjoy playing any other sport at that point of time, because I was so addicted to basketball, that used to just call me in my skirt and my white shirt and my tie and school uniform. I used to be just holding that ball, sleeves rolled up, and not even shooting at the ring, just shooting at the board, so that
Okay.
my spin gets right, so that my action remains right. And so yeah, that was hours and hours of working, not shooting actually, but working on the action.
Okay. That's really exciting to know about that, how this miracle happened. Now, all the viewers, those who were asking this question, those who wanted explanation from her that how this wonders, happens. Now, I think they have the answer. All right. So yeah, because you have been, uh, I don't know about officially, but you have been called as one of the best three-point shooter across the country. So that's why I emphasized on this particular question, and I want proper answer about it. In fact, ekdam pura explanation. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have explained it the best possible way. So thank you very much for that. And now, Raspreet, on a serious note, I would like to talk about women's participation in basketball. All right. When it comes about women participation in basketball in our country, uh, if we take the stats of, if we go through the stats of basketball in the last decade, uh, people can find that on various occasions, women's basketball team outplayed men's. There have been championships where men's came up with a mediocre performance and women's actually played out of their skin. Okay, and which clearly indicates that we should give equal importance to women's team as well in our country, be it basketball or be it any other sport.
Any other sport, yeah.
So, right. So, what do you have to say about increasing women participation in sports? Means altogether.
Staying in a picture, there are two parts of this question, and there are two parts my answer will be of. And one is coming from a patriarchal society, that we have been a part of patriarchal society for decades, and it is still existing. No matter how much we say कि oh अभी बहुत change हो रहा है, सब change हो रहा है, major cities में हो रहा है. Has anyone gone into the villages and smaller districts to see whether there's a change or not? I don't think so. So firstly, it is a battle for a woman to come out of her house, of all those pressures, and to get a name for herself. That is still prevalent in our country. And now the second part of it, women participation will only increase if the professionalism in the sport increases. We have to have professionalism in our sport. हमारी सिर्फ रेलवेज को छोड़ के और कोई ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस नहीं है जिसमें women basketballers are given any opportunity to play, except for Kerala Electricity Board. Okay, that is one state sort of a team, but except for railways, if someone doesn't see themselves in railways, for example, with all due respect, but that is the only professional opportunity you are giving to athletes, and that is why the participation is not coming up. And secondly, a major reason of, and I never shy away from talking about this in any of my interviews, हमारी सोच को बदलना होगा. हमारी meaning everyone of our country, all the people of our country, we keep saying, oh, we are going towards equality, oh, we are working so much about women empowerment. Thought has to change, and thought will change from where? From our houses. It has to change. It has to give encouragement we have to give encouragement to our girls, to our daughters, to go out there and conquer the world, because it's proven every now and then that we can, and we have been doing. And like you very rightly, still men have more professional opportunities with them. They've got ONGC, they've got so many banks, and I'm purely talking about basketball right now. But I know of 20 years of my experience in this sport and in sports in general, that it is prevalent not only in basketball, but in all the sports. And this is so sad. We all really, from the federation to the PSUs to the SAI to the government, I don't know who all will need to get together and create more professional opportunities. Only then we will get more players coming into the sport. That is what my take is on women participation.
Okay. All right, that's fair enough. Now, a question is coming up from a viewer, Sushil. We want to ask that what will you say about teenagers? Why basketball is not popular in India?
So, just to get back to it, I think basketball is one of the most popular sport in school. Because if you even do an analysis, and there's been a survey कि हर स्कूल में एक बास्केटबॉल कोर्ट मैक्सिमम स्कूल्स में होता है, because it is a low, it's not an expensive sport, the equipment doesn't come very expensive, and there can be mass participation. So my take here is that we are not doing enough on the grassroots coaching. हम बच्चों को opportunity नहीं दे रहे हैं to play this sport. We are not giving them right coaching at the right time. And that is why we don't see maximum participation in India. And secondly, what we've been doing right now, and this pandemic has asked us, has created the situation that we are going so many lives, we're talking to people, we are interacting. Indian basketball needs faces, and those faces has to be of players. Those faces has to be the success stories. We see all the success stories in every other sport. How many success stories do we see in basketball?
Very few.
So that is what I think is mostly needed. And also, I just say play any sport, because sport will not just make you fit, or will not just give you fitness and health principles for life, but it is a life skill. जो आप वो 4 दीवारी क्लासरूम के अंदर नहीं सीख सकते, वो आपको स्पोर्ट सिखाता है. हर एक बच्चे को, to fall down, to get back up, to face the adversities of life, to face the losses in such a way that you come out of it gracefully. There are so many things, the confidence, the leadership quality, the passion, the meaning of hard work. There are so many things sports teaches you. So where are we lacking? Only place we are lacking is not to provide right opportunities to kids at a right time. आप बताइए, आप खुद एक कोच हैं, ये कोच की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं है एक पैशन इंड्यूस करना अपने प्लेयर्स के अंदर. मेरे अगर if I talk about my Montfort school in the center, my coach had given or has given his entire life to coaching basketball. He has some 200 players coming for 4 hours at one point of time for 2 basketball coaches. How is that happening? Vis-a-vis no one coming in any other school for coaching. Are we hungry enough as coaches? Are we hungry enough as coaches to get the best out of our kids, or to provide the right opportunity? I think that is the question we need to ask for, and not why is the sport not popular in the country. And of course, there's a part of media which plays, and and we know that they've been just
exactly.
But saying that, these are the reasons I feel that we need more popularity, and that will come from grassroots, and that will come from showing more success stories of basketball and getting that to the masses.
Today we are having one success story, I believe.
Thank you so much. It's just my small endeavor. I do these NBA shows and all of that just to represent the Indian basketball community, because just to show to the world, not just India, that we are good enough, and this is what's happening, and people just need to be aware. There's no awareness right now. That's where we are lacking.
Okay, fair enough. So, Raspreet, there are so many questions which actually I had to ask, but I think we are running short of time, because the time you have allotted us will not be enough.
We've got like 10 more minutes. I think I've got another live session at 5, and I had said to both of you the time, so I really respect time and all of that. So that's the only reason why I told you that we should finish by 4. But we've got 9 more minutes. Go ahead.
Right. Raspreet, can you see on your screen CMERISE?
Yes.
She is Swaranjali, and she was looking forward for your shooting tips.
Hi, Swaranjali. I hope I've done justice and to giving you maximum tips I can. And your secretary has just promised me that he's going to have me over for any of the tournaments which you guys plan to do once the pandemic is over, and I'll be more than happy to come and meet you all.
That will be one of the most memorable day of our association. So very quickly, I would like to ask you a question from a viewer, Sangeeta. She's a member of our association. How do you intend to carry out this after your retirement?
To carry out the journey?
Maybe she means the same.
Yeah.
Carry out journey or yeah.
You know, I'm trying to, along with my playing career, I'm trying to have, or I'm trying to be impactful in getting the sport the visibility it requires. So through a
Right.
lot of my endeavors, it's been a constant practice for me to get the sport visibility it requires. I don't know what the future holds for me, but for now, I know that I want to continue playing for the nation. But you know, whatever role I will be offered, or I think I can do justice to, in order to just serve the nation, I'll be more than happy doing it. But that's a mystery for all of us, including me, because my dad's always told me to go with the flow, and that's one of the biggest life lessons I've got from him. And you know, but I know for sure that whatever is going to be, the journey has to continue. So, like my very good friend Varun Chopra, VCPIC, is saying I'm not retiring. He is one of the reasons who just says, no, there's no way you're retiring. You have to continue playing. And he's an ace footballer himself who runs an academy by TSC Global, if you know, for multiple sports. So, yes, Varun, 5-7 years, I don't know, but definitely I'm
The
not
next five,
retiring
seven
anytime
years.
soon. So for now, I just want to focus on my playing career. And after that, I promise each one of you, it will be something to do with basketball. I am not drifting away from the sport, and I'm not leaving anyone high and dry. And I'm more of the mindset that whatever opportunities we didn't receive or we couldn't receive for any reason, I want to be a part of that source or that middle, you know, sort of a connect who wants to provide these opportunities to the coming generation. So that's the mindset
Very,
I'm coming from.
very well said. Very well said. And I'm sure that Sangeeta would be more than happy to receive this answer. So, Raspreet, we are going to have a small section just for fun. It's a rapid fire round.
Okay.
Okay. So it won't take much of your time.
No, that's okay.
So
Go on.
I'll, yeah. But the only condition is that you are not supposed to take time and you are not supposed to
Okay.
think. Okay. Your favorite shooting position: 45, 90, 0.
0.
Your favorite place in India you want to visit?
Meghalaya.
Okay. In the world?
Switzerland.
Okay. You and Akanksha seems to have a same place to visit.
Really?
Okay. You,
Both the same, India
yeah.
and abroad?
No, abroad. Like last time we had a conversation with Akanksha, she also wanted to visit Switzerland. And if I'm
My
not
love for
wrong,
the yeah. I'm saying my love for the
please
country is
continue.
also because of Roger Federer, because he's my forever inspiration.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's the point, right? And you and Akanksha, you made debut together, right? In 2004,
Yes,
is
we
that
did.
right?
We did. We did. We both were the only two common players in 2006-7 year to play for under 18, under 21, and senior international.
Okay, according to my research, both of you made debut in 2004, Shenzhen, China, and
Yes,
young women's. You played Asian Championship in young women category in
in
Singapore in
Singapore.
2006. Then in
And
2007,
then
junior category in Bangkok, senior category
yes,
in Korea, and
yes. So
then
that
so
was one
on, so
year,
on.
3 tournaments,
Yeah.
and we two were the only two common players in the Indian women team to be a part of those three teams. And we
Okay.
played together for Delhi team for college. So Khansha and I have played together, and we, you know, for a long, long years.
Okay. All right. Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Okay. Now, for example, there are four players, okay, four NBA players who are making their team. Which team you would choose? Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Stephen Curry, James Harden.
LeBron James. Anyone who knows me, I know this. He's my second god. My husband. So it's always LeBron James. You know, not only for the player he is, but for the person and for the human being he is.
All right. The last question is the player you wanted to play with but never got a chance to play.
I
Be
think
it
that would
Indian
be,
player or anyone.
yeah, that would be one is Candice Parker from
Okay.
Australia. I missed playing, and she retired in 2006 after 2006 Commonwealth Games, and
Okay.
my first Commonwealth Games happened only after, in 2018, because team was not sent before that. Basketball was not included, and in India,
Right.
Arnika. So
Okay.
Arnika, from Maharashtra. I've heard so much about her, and I've never played with her. So I really feel that if given a chance, I would have definitely loved to play with her.
Okay. So Raspreet, here we come to an end of this session. It was a wonderful experience. I personally enjoyed a lot. I got to learn a lot of things from you and the players of our association, the players around Siliguri. I'm sure that they have learned something from you. They have taken some tips from you. And shooting to for sure. Shooting to सब सीख ही गए होंगे अभी तक.
I
ठीक है,
think
बस
you need
लॉकडाउन
to
खुलने
have
का देर है.
another 2 hour session for shooting. There's so many things I can cover and
अरे,
all
we
at
would
once.
love.
Yeah.
You just tell us which time. You just tell us time. We are always ready. ठीक
Sure.
है,
I'll
because
be
it will
more
be
than
our
happy to
pleasure.
do that. Right, right.
Okay. All right. So, any message for the bowlers around Siliguri?
It's for everyone around the country, and especially Siliguri. Like I told you, Northeast, I've got special bond with. To all the girls and boys, just keep dreaming big. Dreams
Right.
will show you the way. Keep dreaming big, and there is no shortcut to success. There is no shortcut for hard work. You will have to put in those many number of hours. You will have to be dedicated enough. You will have to make sacrifices every day and be proud to make those sacrifices every day, because you're doing something more than anyone else around you, which is chasing your dreams. Dream big, believe in yourself. Even sky is not the limit. That's all from my side from today.
Very well said, Raspreet. So, I believe it was a fantastic session. We all enjoyed, and I hope you enjoyed, most importantly.
Yes, yes, I did. And like I told you, and my expression says it all. Like I told you. So it
Right.
was a wonderful session. I'm so happy to be a part of in a little way, of the Siliguri Association. And I hope I've done justice to all the viewers and to all the coaches or to the association itself. Thank you so much for having me.
You're most welcome. Pleasure is all ours. We're glad to have you with us. Thank you very
Thank you
much,
so
and
much.
all the best for your
Until
future.
next time. Thank you. Sure. Thank you so much.